Hello everybody, mic is working. Welcome, how you guys doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time, on the dollar, give or take. We do the show every day, Monday, Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, FOMC meeting, Fed interest rates hike, Jim Cramer, Michael Burry, tweeting and stuff like that. So, that's what you gotta know. Also, what you're gonna see here on the chart, it's very, very important. So, is it good? Is it bad? We did dump, 2 days ago, and like we said on Twitter, bears are winning the, bears won the battle, but they did not win the war. So, we got a time left, and also, everything points in our favor towards upside because, it's a bullish trend. The trend still didn't. I mean, it might have broken, but I don't think it's broken just yet. So, and what I'm gonna show you in the chart up here, there are definitely nice patterns that are playing out. So, it just might be that we are gonna be pumping on the FOMC rate decision. How's everybody in chat doing? Garrett, what's up? Dutch Wing Racing, good morning, man. How you doing? Drunken, what's up? Good morning. Rostein Armies in the chat. Crypto Russ, good morning. Ryan Waves, morning. M21 Photo, good morning. Way, good morning. And Crypto Day Trading, countdown to the Fed Day. Yes, exactly. So there is not a lot of people in the chat right now. I'm guessing nothing's, exciting is happening in the world. Hello, Gamion. How you doing, man? Only way I see a fall is if the Powell during his speech says that 0.5 high could happen in the future. So people are a little bit bullish. Yes, definitely, a little bit bullish. And as you can see up here, this is the fund rate, and right now, it's at 4.5, but both the consensus and the forecast is at 475. So it's I think it's 99% likely that it's gonna be 0.25% hike, and everybody expecting it. So the big question is, whether this expectation is gonna play out, and whether the expectation is gonna push the price towards the upside. Now, unfortunately, on Twitter, and I don't have Twitter up here anywhere. Let me try to open Twitter up here and find the thing up here. Where did I post that? I did post up here. So yeah. So you see up here, Jim Cramer says we're in the bull market, so buy the dip, buy on the dip. And when Jim Cramer says anything, it's obviously the wrong way. So Jim Cramer said that we are in the bull market, and the last time he said, I don't know, I mean, his last prediction, sell your crypto, it was right before we got this, major pump towards 23k, 24k, and right now he's saying that we are in the bull market, so you should buy the dip. So when it starts falling down, guys, I'm a little bit unsure whether we should be buying the dip, because Jim Cramer says we should be buying the dip. Now, there has been another very interesting tweet from Cassandra, from Michael Burry, and he said sell. He doesn't tweet that often. You can see this guy is legit, zero following. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. 1.3 million followers. This is Michael Burry. Michael Burry is the guy from the Big Short, the guy who shorted the housing market in 2008. So everybody's following. See, all tweets he posts, he deletes everything eventually. But last time he posted was the chart from S&P 500. Maybe the pattern is gonna go this way, something like that. But right now he's saying sell. So Jim Cramer says, buy the dip. Cassandra says sell. So the way I see it, it's 100% that it's gonna go down. I mean, there is no hope, guys. There is no hope. Literally no hope. The central plan member for 19 months on the dollar. What's up, man? 19 months, that's a long time, man. How many months more? 24 months. You got 5 more months, and you are going from number 5 to the arrow. So there is that. Mila Matus, good morning. Dobro jutro, radni naroda. Dobro jutro. Do I have the only problem with his voice breaking sometime? I don't know. Maybe just my voice. I don't know. I'm still doing the trading challenge. I always do the trading challenge, but I'm not really that disciplined or methodical, if you want to say it that way. Hey, Devjan, how you doing? I'm flat, won't be gambling to FOMC and FPO. So the FOMC meeting will definitely bring the volatility in. It's quite ready to move. Let me show you something here. It's very interesting on the chart. Now, we got a monthly close. Today is 1st of Friday, so we can start with that over here. What you're gonna see here on the chart is that the monthly candle, this candle over here, close below the yellow line. The yellow line is the 50 moving average, so we are still below the damn yellow line. You can see here we fell below yellow, tried to get up, went back there, got, you know, rejected up here, went down, and right now we are back at the yellow line, the 50 moving average. We are not above that. Now the good thing is that this 10 moving average up here, we did cross above 10 moving average, we did open above 10 moving average, we are above 10 moving average on the monthly time frame, which is quite nice. So, you know, there is some positives, there is some, you know, not so much negatives, but you know, there is some positives. And also closing just below the 50 moving average is not actually that bad, because, you know, that means that, you know, next time you can do this move up here, and then, you know, next month you're above the everything, right? Also, there has been another important resistance line up here when it comes to monthly time frame, and that's the top up here. And right now you can see that we closed also below the top. So we closed below the 50 moving average, we closed below the resistance, but we did get above the 10 moving average on the monthly time frame. So, you know, a little bit good, a little bit bad, but overall I wouldn't say it's bad at all. I would actually say it's quite good, especially since this 50 moving average is still, you know, going towards upside up here. It's actually quite nice. Sorry about that. So the monthly did close. We didn't break, you know, certain levels. We came all the way up to 24k up here, and right now we're having the pullback. So everybody thinks we're gonna pull back a lot towards downside, and we even said that on the daily time frame, if you remember, that this move down here is quite bad. It was quite bad move, but I also explained, you know, a day after. First we said when it started going towards downside, that if we fall below 23k, we're gonna become bearish and stuff like that. We did become a little bit bearish over here. We are still keeping the hopium towards upside, but we do know that this can, you know, definitely, you know, do another move to 22k or something like that. Very, you know, interesting times to be alive, if that's a way to say it, because, you know, the FOMC meeting is coming today. There will definitely 100% be, you know, huge volatility during the FOMC meeting, so it's gonna be very interesting. Now, when this candle over here happened, we managed to pull back above the 10 moving average. We even managed right yesterday to close back above the resistance up here. So we did two nice moves towards upside, but it's not enough. I mean, this candle is a whole lot bigger. This candle is a whole lot bigger than this candle over here. So the bulls are, you know, they managed to push the price up a little bit, but not enough, not enough. Even though we got back above the resistance up here, and you know, we got back above the 10 moving average, it's not that bullish move yet. But we are in a strong upward trend, so it might be just consolidating up here. Now, what you're gonna see up here on a smaller time frame, it's, you know, what happened before, it's happening again. Right up here and right up here, it's happening again. You look at the pattern up here, big impulsive move towards downside. Recovery up to the 20 moving average, pull back to 10 moving average, and right back up again. Look here, impulsive move towards downside, pull back to the 20 moving average, right down here, and right now it's pushing it a little bit towards downside. But, you know, there is a big chance that it's gonna do the same move up here, you know, this move up here towards upside over here. And although it is pushing still towards downside, we are right now 0.71 towards upside. I even, you know, said yesterday on Telegram up here at the top, you know, if there is any time to be shorting, it's right up here. And right now you can see up here that it is, you know, going towards downside over here. So a little bit different than this move over here. I mean, it's not very much different. It's kind of the same move. It is the same move. Look, these guys. I gotta show you this. We gotta split the chart. It is literally the same move. I don't know. I mean, it might change at the very end, but it is the same move, guys. It is the same move. Look at this pattern over here. And right now, look here, back here. Where is it? Let's go a little bit back. Down here. Isn't this the same move, guys? It looks the same to me. I don't know about you, but it looks the same to me. So, I mean, everything looks the same. Everything looks the same. Bam, 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 bam. Then it went a little bam, bam, bam. bam, 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 and then we went a little bit up here, down, and up, up, down, a little bit shaky up here, and then towards upside. Then we came into this part over here, bam, 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 and then over here at the last part over here, we got some kind of consolidation. You see here consolidation at the last part over here, and then move towards upside. I'm gonna go into consolidation up here and then move towards upside. Get everybody scared. It is the same move, guys. It is the same move, like literally the same move. Literally the same fractal happening right now again. Now the big question is if this last part over here is gonna play the same way. But it is the same pattern, guys. It is the same pattern. Now, next thing I'm gonna show you is that this is also a very, very bullish scenario. Now we are just looking right now at fractals, at things that happened before, at patterns. Now look at this. We're gonna go to the daily time frame up here. We're gonna go down here. It did the same thing, a little bit differently, but the same thing. You see here. It went up, pull back down, went up, pull back down, then consolidated up here and continue towards upside. But this move up here, these two, where we right now we are doing the right now we are doing the big move, channel up, move down, then recovery, and then channel up, move down, and hopefully a recovery after that, right? But it is almost the same pattern as over here. Channel towards upside, move down, channel towards upside, move down, channel towards upside, just here was a little bit faster move towards upside, channel towards upside, move down, and then consolidation, and then recovery towards upside. It is kind of the same pattern, although it is a little bit different when it comes to the candle size and stuff like that. Let's see in the small time frame. It's not the small time frame. It is kind of the same. It is kind of same, same, but not the same. But still same. You understand? It's a little bit hard. You gotta be, you gotta have 5 years of, watching the charts every day to be able to see the resemblance in these kind of things. But it does look a little bit hopeful right now. It does look a little bit hopeful. So I'm gonna keep my, hope that this is gonna pump towards upside. And when it comes to FOMC meeting, I don't see anything that that should, that should dump us towards downside. We are still strongly bullish, even though we are at 24k. 23k. I think we are still strongly bullish. I think that there might be, because here you gotta understand one thing. When a FOMC meeting comes and the news are bullish, but the price drops, they always find a way to justify why the price dropped. Like everybody knows, oh, super good, everybody's bullish, but price dropped. And they will be like, yeah, but this thing over here didn't work well. Yeah, but because, because of China, because of this, they always justify why the price went down. When decision is, one way, but the market moves the other way around. So if, decision is bad and we move towards upside, they will still find a way to justify decision why the move, happened towards upside, not downside. So I'm a little bit, cautious when it comes to, because right now everybody, at least I am expecting that the move will actually be good. Now everything on the chart says up here right now that the move could be good. The big problem is, of course, the bearish daily candle up here with just which is very, very bad. But we've seen that these bearish daily candles, when they fail to play out, they often are very, very bullish indicators. And even bearish candles, just like any kind of bearish pattern up here, right? You got a rising wedge up here that breaks towards upside, right? Even when you get these very bearish candles, they can still play bullishly afterwards. And that will be a huge sign that, we are still, that we are still very much bullish. So I'm not gonna, write off right now that, and say that we are crypto savvy maniacs, this is gonna go down, because this does look like it broke the resistance up here. But, every time it does look like it broke the resistance. Let me just draw a line a little bit nicer up here. You see, it's kind of the same move, right? You go towards upside, break down, you do this move up here, you go to the upside, do this up here, move towards upside, oh sorry, you do this move up here, and you know, you bounce towards the upside. It is kind of the same move over here, literally the same move. The big question is, will it play, you know, second time in a row, or will we get a rejection towards the downside? You remember the video I did on this move up here? I said that, you know, this you know, thing often breaks towards the upside. Everybody was thinking that the move is this move over here, and this is very legit move, guys. When we break the support level, it goes up to the retest, goes down to the support, and breaks on downside. This is a very legit move, but it's a very legit move with some kind of consolidation patterns, bearish markets and stuff like that. But we are not quite there yet. Yes, we are losing a little bit support. We are a bearish engulfing candle. We are getting the retest up here, getting rejected by that, moving towards downside. But it's only if we break 22.8 or something like that that we're gonna have this dump downwards. So this dump downwards only comes below 22.8 or something like that, 22.7, 22.8. Just like over here, there is a support line up here, and the only way we should dump up here is if we go back below, you know, 20.6k. We never did that, so the dump never came. We actually bounced up here, back above this line. So if you can see, you know, the move up above this, you know, support line up here towards the upside, this is actually very, very bullish move, and I will assume this is gonna explode towards the upside. And if this explodes towards the upside, the first levels we are looking at, of course, is, you know, 25 levels, give or take, up here somewhere. And like I said before, if we go to 25k and everybody's looking at 25, 26k, I'm still looking at, you know, to some kind of 30k levels after, you know, shortly after that, because this should be very, very strong bullish move towards the outside. On the other hand, if we should fall back below 22.8, 22.7, 22.6, you know, somewhere around here, you know, these levels up here, give or take, you should fall below these levels over here. That should indicate, you know, maybe a small move towards downside down here into the liquidity zone. If you haven't watched yesterday, there's a liquidity zone just below us here, up here. So, you know, any kind of move down here will pick up liquidity. There will come a whole bunch of new you know, bulls up here, and the price might actually just bounce off these levels over here. So we're gonna see. I think this pattern over here is very bullish. It's still not played yet. The phone crate decision, I'm a little bit unsure whether I will be able to stream that today, because I gotta work and stuff like that. But I'm not that bearish. Yes, it's bad, and even I shorted yesterday up here at the top. I didn't short Bitcoin at the top. I should have shorted Bitcoin at the top because Bitcoin isn't that volatile. And you know, I would be still be in my position. Yesterday I had chance to take, you know, profits like 6 times in a row, and look at this. This is the pain, guys. This is the pain. Yesterday I shorted APT. I shorted APT right over here. Look here, guys. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. 6 times I had a chance to take from, you know, 31% all the way down to 43% profit, give or take 35% profit. I had 6 chances to take 36% profit, but no, I did not do that. What did I do, guys? What did I do? Right up here, I was like, you know what, this expanding wedge, it might go up a little bit, you know, it's gonna go down, because what I'm looking at, when I'm looking at APT, I'm looking at a huge move down on APT. That's something like, you know, 12% move towards downside. So this entry up here is legit, and I was looking for this 12% move towards downside. Right up here, shorted it right up here on the pullback, looking for this move towards downside, 12% move. I don't want to close my position because the entry is nice. So what happens, guys? What happens? What did I do right over here? What did I do right over here? Because I had to go to sleep, you know. Over here it's already, no, not over here, it's a little bit sooner than that. I went to sleep up here. Actually, it was over here. This was actually only five chances. It was actually on this part up here, around 2 a.m. What did I do? I put a take profit target. I put a take profit target right down here. This is my take profit target, and I put a stop loss. Guys, can you imagine where I put my stop loss at? Can you imagine where I put my stop loss at? Try to imagine, try to think a little bit. Where could he put his stop loss? Guys, on the dollar, like insane, like right over here. right, I put my stop loss. I was like, there is no way this is coming back up, you know, again, because it already did one move up here towards upside. This didn't take me out. I still didn't have a stop loss, you know. I had a mental stop loss up here, so this was fine. This was no problem, you know. It didn't take me out, but over here I did put a stop loss. I mean, on the goddamn dollar, it got me out. It got me out, and what did it do right after that? What did it do right after that? Look at the price right now. Again, 30-40%, even more than that. And if it starts breaking this level on the downside, which I think it's gonna do that, it's gonna drop, goddamn it, you know, next another, you know, 12% towards the downside. Every single time, guy. Perfection hits stop loss. You don't understand how good I am at these kind of things. You don't understand. I'm professional at putting a stop loss exactly where the price pulls back on the dollar tool, you know, gets me out and goes away. This is like bane of me. Like from now on, I got a new rule. Any 30%, I don't care if the price is in, you know, gigantic move towards the downside, it's gonna drop like 50% more. On 30%, I am taking profits, guys. I've been at 30% profits so many times, and I lost so many times 30% profits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, 5 times before the put stop loss, even 6 times after that, and then right back down again. So from now on, 30% is always take profit target. So there's that. I don't know where I was going with this, but Bitcoin, again, the move is legitimately the same move. I think it's, you know, the price is gonna hold up here. I think price is gonna hold in this this area. I mean, this 4-hourly candle. So I think the price is gonna hold some kind of support up here before the FOMC meeting. It's only on the FOMC meeting we're gonna get the big moves, guys. The big moves. So there is always, you know, manipulation. There are always volatility on the FOMC meeting, and once that happens, you know, the initial move might be a little bit towards upside, downward towards upside, and down and up. You know, you never know. Maybe something like this up here, maybe something like this up here. You know, maybe you know, down, and up. You know, it always goes in both directions, guys. It always takes out the, you know, longs and takes out the shorts and tries to take out the longs again, and then goes up. You know, it always does this very volatile, you know, manipulative moves every single time, and that will happen again. So be careful when trading. You know, Michael, thank you for coming by. Upselling up, so maybe it's it pulls back. Yeah, I don't know whether it's done or not, but if APT goes below the support line, if it goes below the support, and it looks so weak, guys. The APT looks so weak. It looks so weak, but it's just not dropping. I'm guessing it's waiting for a FOMC meeting or something like that to drop. But if it drops, I mean, literally below up here, it's empty space. And empty space always like goes very fast. So I was expecting this empty space to play out. I mean, I cannot show it right now on the support level. I mean, it does make sense. But, I mean, it does make a little bit sense. But, yeah, there is that. If they pump it up again, I'll try for a new short. Short is getting wrecked. It's really hard shorting, guys. It's really hard shorting. Like right now, there is a little bit, you know, probability to short, but price is bullish. We are at 23k, and I on Twitter today, Altcoin Daily said something like, "At what price is Bitcoin cheap?" And I was thinking a little bit about that, and the thing is, it always seemed cheap 1 month ago when you're in bull market, right? So right now it doesn't seem cheap. You know, you're thinking like 20k, you know, 18, 16k, whatever, right? That's cheap, right? You know, 23 is like expensive. But once we get to 40k and you look back and you see that 23k, you're gonna be like, wow, man, that was cheap. You know, it's always back in time that it was cheap. Never right now, right? Right now is never cheap. It's only back in time that's cheap. Just want to get my loss back. Fuck profits. Short is too worse, no meaning it must go up. Maybe. I think a lot of these bears are finally getting some kind of hopium that this is gonna pull back. They're gonna, you know, be able to buy in. And once this move started, I'm a little bit unsure whether they get to buy it. it could definitely pull back. I could definitely see that. Even up here, we are, you know, doing the same move up here. We became bullish and we can climb higher up here. We can do the same move up here again, like we did over here. Exactly the same move. And I'm actually thinking this is actually very probable now that FOMC meeting 0.25 and everything is, you know, okay. I'm a little bit unsure that, you know, the core inflation. Let's see if core inflation, what was core inflation at? Trading economics, core inflation. So, core inflation up here for January, 5.7. They are forecasting 5.5. So, they are forecasting that core inflation will go down. And if we get any kind of core inflation, because I remember one time when the core, you know, the numbers on the Fed interest rates was actually very good, but the market went down, and they were saying that core inflation is bad. And after that, I started looking at core inflation rate. But right now, it looks like, you know, core inflation 5.5, 5.7. And the forecast that next one is going to be 5.5. So if we get anything else than forecast, like 5.6 or 5.7, they're going to say it's bad. If we get above 5.7, it's going to be terrible. If we get 5.5 or less, it's going to be actually okay. So I'm thinking if core inflation still stays at 5.5 like it's forecasted or less, and the Fed comes out with 0.25 interest rate hike, I think we need to pump. So I'm gonna stay bullish over here for a little bit, even though we got a bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame over here. Even though you know the price shows you know immediate little bit weakness up here, but you know this move up here above the resistance and you know climbing up here gives us some kind of hope. So we are right now staying up here, and I'm still keeping the, you know, bullishness open for a little bit more while. And we will definitely see, you know, nice moves towards downside if something changes. So FOMC meeting, very, very interesting, you know, what's gonna happen today. But you know, I'm keeping all the what are you gonna say? All the cards on the table, something like that. I don't know what's happening. This is the dollar index up here. You can see up here that it managed to do this curvature up here towards the upside, and right now it's pulling back. It did the same thing up over here, this curvature up here towards the upside, but this one failed. The question is, will this fail as well over here? And if you invert this looks like Bitcoin chart, you know, down up, right? This looks like a Bitcoin chart. So big question is up here, are we getting a pullback up here and then a big move towards the upside on the DXY dollar index and whatnot. The S&P 500 is going this rising wedge up here. This on the 4. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. I managed to, you know, do a nice pump up here towards the upside up here, but it is still sitting at resistance. It's sitting at 2 resistances, guys. So here is the thing about S&P 500 up here. It's actually sitting at 3 resistance level right now. So let me show you why this S&P is more likely to do this move towards the downside, and Bitcoin might actually drop. And the reason for that is threefold reason. So up here there's a resistance up here, give or take, and first of all we got this resistance up here that we are actually breaking towards upside, but oftentimes you can have a breakout and a right back down again. So you know, we're just barely above the resistance, but we are not pumping yet, which kind of gives an indication that something might be wrong. The second one, triangle, is up here. This one triangle up here that we've been using. Right now we are at the top of the triangle, and we've been up at the bottom a couple of times before. So you can see we are top of the triangle. We still don't have any kind of breakout or anything like that. And the third thing is up here, this rising wedge up here, right? So the rising wedge is a bearish. We're getting a FOMC meeting. We are at resistance right now and everything, right? So we could have a pullback on S&P 500. If that's the case, then Bitcoin goes down, right? So everything right now telling us that there will be pullback. There is a huge amount of resistance, you know, so forth. But if the Fed meeting is good, then this can actually definitely break towards upside and have a nice, you know, gigantic move. Because if the rising wedge breaks towards upside, that's extremely bullish, guys. That's extremely bullish. So I'm looking at that. The probability by just by looking at the chart and not knowing any news would be like, yeah, this is gonna break towards downside. Most likely it's gonna break towards downside. But it could break towards downside a little bit and then, you know, just right back up again and continue towards the upside. But just like looking at everything else, the resistance, rising wedge, some kind of consolidation up here, pullback, it's most likely. If that happens, you know what's gonna happen in Bitcoin, right? Try a small long on APT. No way, man. I'm not doing longs on APT. That thing went, yeah, euphoric, and you know, when people are euphoric, it's time to short. I'm betting better take profits. Not sure how the charts are with the Aptos. Too heavily manipulated. Why sure there is no shift in structure yet? This will be the case after a clear break of 22.3. Then you have a lower low. Nah, we don't care about market structure. We just see stuff breaking and then, you know. Because by the time the market structure is broken, it's already too late. Like, you cannot trade like that. You can anticipate the market structure gonna break and then break, you know. No surprise there on FOMC. DXY go down. Volatility will not milk. We'll wait for March to crash to take next pandemic. I'm shorting S&P 5 for a few days. Pow pow. So there is that, guys. There is that. I'm thinking we're gonna stay stable up here, at least for the, you know, when I say stable, you know, we can definitely go down a little bit more down here. I mean, you know, 1-2% down. I mean, even if we get a dump pre-FOMC meeting and stuff like that. When I say stable, I mean in this range over here, we're gonna stay stable. You understand? I don't mean like we're gonna stay stable in a straight line up here. It's gonna be a range, but I think we're gonna stay stable up here until the FOMC meeting, and it's only after the FOMC meeting we will see a clear-cut move to one or other side, and that's where we're gonna go. That's what's gonna happen. So guys, make sure you got money on Bybit. Make sure you got money to trade. Because once the volatility starts kicking in, there will be so much people trading and are hoping for a move. You know, so are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make the right call? Are you gonna be one of those guys that, you know, do exceptionally well? I'm gonna have my money ready. I'm gonna trade the move. Hopefully, I don't know when the move is. If I'm at work, I'll probably miss the move. But you know, there's that. Guys, thanks for stopping by. This was, you know, Bitcoin Daily today. We're gonna do another, you know, tomorrow, or there might be live stream during the FOMC meeting. I still don't know when it is. When is the FOMC meeting? Does anybody know when the FOMC meeting is? When is Fed rate decision time set? Something like that. When is the Fed rate decision? 19 GMT, what is that? At 8. This cannot be right. Is this right? Is this at 8? If it's at 8 Central European time, 8 p.m. Europe. Yes, 8. If it's 8 p.m. Europe, guys, there will be live stream. There will be live stream. We will be live streaming Fed rate decision. We'll be ready on Bybit. We will be ready with our, you know, shorts and longs and whatever, right? We'll definitely do that. If it's at 8 p.m., that's good. That's good. That's very good. That's all the way up here. You know, so we're getting all the volatility is already picking up, guys. You can see up here the volatility is already start happening prior to the decision, you know, rate. It's already start happening. Is that Central European time? Yeah, 8 p.m. Central European time. Yeah. So we'll be watching, you know, 1 second charts and stuff like that. Be sure to, you know, hit the be sure to, you know, make you know, hit the bell button. Make sure to get notifications and stuff like that, right? Subscribe and stuff like that, right? Okay, guys, I'll see you later tonight. It's gonna be definitely interesting, you know, following what's gonna happen. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you around. Bye bye.